What's going on, you guys? Team Shooting Rose, and we're back at you with another video. You know who I am, Kami. Accompanying me, as always, Jack. And accompanying us today is Trippy. How we doing today, guys?
What's going on?
What's up, guys?
What's going on? What's going on? As you can see from the title of the video, today we are doing Reptile Boxers.
I'm getting closer. Just look at everything I'll show ya. And now I'm ready, I'ma blow up. Yeah. Grow up. I keep working to the point I throw up. And if you cross me, it was good to know ya. I'm impatient, I don't ever slow up. I stay young, no, I never grow up. I keep working to the point I throw up. And if you cross me, it was good to know ya. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. I'm not the type to take no for an answer. I don't deal with people that are like a cancer. No, instead I hang with the people that enhance ya. And I'm not the type to give out second chances. I just wanna work on my own for myself. I don't need no help, not anybody else. Nah, man, I got it dealt. I'm working on my wealth and I'm working on my health. Keep on working to excel, cause I'm working on myself. Yeah, and y'all don't know that I'm a soldier. I always felt like I'm alone, yeah. When everybody thinks they know ya, and y'all don't even know I own ya. And now I'm ready taking over, cause every day I'm getting closer. Just look at everything I'll show ya. And now I'm ready, I'ma blow up. Yeah. Man, I promise that I'm gonna make it somewhere. As long as I'm conscious, I'll be working hard to get there. I am not a novice, I'm gonna be the best, so prepare. Cause you know I'm honest and I'm coming for you, be scared. Man, I promise that I'm gonna make it somewhere. As long as I'm conscious, I'll be working hard to get there. I am not a novice, I'm gonna be the best, so prepare. Cause you know I'm honest and I'm coming for you, be scared. Y'all already know. Yeah. That's right. Y'all better watch out. Nefex is on the rise. Yeah.
Alright, Duel 1, here we go. We do have the Max C in hand, Kage to Kage, the Battlin Boxer Spar, Switch Hitter, and Called by the Grave in hand. Alright, let's see how this goes. Trippy, since you're the one who really mainly runs Battlin Boxers, what's the purpose of Battlin Boxers, my guy?
Okay, so Battle Boxers use their engine to spam out a bunch of powerful extra egg monsters, or their boss monster, Lead Yoke, which we just saw.
Okay. So basically they're just combo and beat down, is what I'm hearing.
Oh, yeah, I mean, like, they have some combo plays. They're, like, it gets outplayed by, like, a lot of other decks. Like, this deck's really good to play against your friends and stuff. You can climb some ladder with it, but you're not going to get into plat. I mean, like, it has some combos, but they're not deep combos. You're not going to use a lot of cards. You're not going to be threatening deck out or anything like that on yourself.
Okay. Are you just using the reptiles as an engine, or?
The reptiles are just support Kage to Kage. Special summons itself from hand when another level 4 is summoned, and you'll see what I can do with Mass Chameleon later.
I'm going to say, so Battling Boxer is probably something you're going to see into, what, probably bronze to maybe mid-gold? Or
yeah, I say you could probably get into gold with it. I don't know how far into gold, but you could probably definitely get to gold with it.
Yeah, because I know when we all played, I know like it did combo out some stuff, but like you find the holes very quickly where it lags.
Yeah, it loses to like hand traps. Is very vulnerable to hand traps, which most meta decks can fit 6 to 9 nowadays.
No.
And effect negation. If your normal summon, okay, here's Mask Chameleon. It allows me to special summon a monster with 0 defense from my graveyard, and it is a level 4 synchro monster. So I'm able to bring out Crimson Blader right here with his. Oh, never
Solemn
mind.
Judgment.
I forgot. I get Solemn. Yep, Solemn Judgment. Crimson Blader hits grave.
Well, you're gonna reinforcement of the army, grabbing headgear. I mean, hey, you still like the Solomon Judgment's still a good play because they had to lose, half their life points, and they still lose their, or no, they still take the damage from
the Crimson Blader. Sorry, I didn't talk over you. Crimson Blader will lock him out of special summoning anything over level 5 if his attack goes through. So he kind of had to stop that, or his Blue Eyes plays are done.
Right? Yeah, I would say.
How expensive is your battling boxers? Like, is this like a pretty cheap deck to make?
Oh, it's a very cheap deck to make. Most of these cards are N and R. I believe Lead Yoke might be a SR or a UR. But yeah, it's a very, very cheap deck to make. The only big ticket items are hand traps that you want to play, things like Imperm too, stuff like that, or the extract monsters. Some of the generic ones like Access Code, Nightmare Unicorn, the like. Isolde definitely. That's a big one.
Pretty much just staples and then you basically have a free deck.
Yeah, you really do. Yeah, this is a great deck for like I said, just pick up and try out.
No, I would say with it being so cheap, I mean, I don't see why you wouldn't run it. I say, especially if it's gonna breeze, like, especially if it's if you're gonna have a good time throw, from bronze to let's just say low gold. Obviously, if you come across a meta deck, you're probably gonna have some problems, but still, like, I mean,
yeah, you'll get outplayed by most meta strategies for sure.
Yeah.
But it's a fun deck. Otherwise, you can do a lot of different like little plays. You can use a lot of different summoning mechanics with it. XZ, Synchro, Link, all that kind of stuff. So you get a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh out of this deck.
Right. Plus, since you do run, the big cards like Borreload, Savage Dragon, and Isolde and Nightmare Unicorn. I mean, it has potential to stop the big, the big meta monsters.
Yeah, and see, like that's the big issue with Battlin Boxers as a strategy, right? They can do a lot of things like spam themselves out and get you 2 plays. But they don't have in archetype effect negation. They don't have in archetype things that can interfere with your opponent's turn, any kind of interruptions or anything like that. So I mean that's their big thing. They have like 1 hand trap that you can pitch from your hand to gain like 1,000 extra attack. I don't even run the card, so that's how useful that is.
No, I mean, yeah. I mean, and I say plus with Borreload Savage Dragon on the field, it's Borreload Savage Dragon. It's a good card for a reason.
Exactly. And really, like back in the day, I ran the Mask Chameleon just so I could go into things like Stardust Dragon. Now that we have access to things like Borreload Savage Dragon, which is literally a card that says negate whatever your opponent tries to do X amount of times, this deck is really about snowballing, getting something to stick, and then getting more stuff, adding more resources to it after that.
Right. All right, let's see what it does in the next duel. All right, Reptile Boxers Duel 2. Let's see what we got in hand. All right, we do got an Ash Blossom. You love to see it. Spar, Switch Hitter, Raigeki. You love to see it. And the Battling Boxer Spirits. All right. Let's see what it got for Duel 2.
We can do some things. We got something we can interrupt our opponent with. So here it is. Ash Blossom comes down.
Yeah, let's say Ash Blossom. I mean, the Fractal. That's a good play.
Oh, I forgot. I actually did play against the meta deck. This is against Tri Brigade, so we're going to see how it plays against the meta deck.
Yeah,
hey, Tri Brigade.
Hey, drawing an Ash Blossom. That's what you love to see it.
Great. Love to see it. Love to see it.
Especially against freaking Tri Brigade. You love to see the Ash Blossom.
What is the Tri Brigade going to do against the Yoke?
Lead Yoke right there. That's the boss monster of the Battlin Boxer archetype. Once he gets, any Battle Boxer gets targeted for destruction, or would be destroyed, you can attach one, it gains 800 attack, and that one monster is not destroyed. So let's say there's 2 Battle Boxers, they both get destroyed by Raigeki, you can save one, you can't save both. And it will gain the 800 attack. If you have 2, then you can save 2, but if you only have 1 on board, you can only save 1. Go ahead.
Hey, I mean, it needs to be the boss monster for a reason, though, right?
Yeah.
Would you say that this is your favorite deck, Trippy?
Oh, 100%. That's something I was going to touch on probably at the end. This is my favorite deck to play. This is like my second true competitive deck that I built after the Dragon Rulers got hit way back when. And I loved playing with it. It was a really fun deck. You got a lot of cheeky wins because no one is ever expecting Battlin Boxers. And yeah, it's really fun to play.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's probably one thing you would not expect somebody to bust out a Battling Boxers. Like when you see it, it's like oh okay, I see. Like we got a duel on our hands. Usually you'd probably see like your Blue Eyes, Dark Magician, something you could predict easily. But Battling Boxers throws you through a loop, and you're like, I don't know, like how, because Battling Boxers, I've noticed you can run the extra deck in a couple different ways.
Oh, for sure. They are a rank 4 spam engine at their heart because of links have come out and things like that. And you can find different cards to bring in, like level 8 synchro plays, like I did here, because like that's a really powerful toolbox.
Yeah.
You can find a lot of different ways to play these cards now.
Yeah, I mean, looking from the field here, you got King of the Feral Imps, obviously Lead Yoke, and Stardust Spark Dragon. Like what? Yeah, it's just a really good engine to run off of. Like, I mean, hell, if you really want to, you could run the Utopia double play if you really wanted to.
Yeah, Jack has actually been screaming for me to run that in this deck.
It's a good idea. It really is.
No, for sure. It's a good way to go over the top, and it's really only adding a couple cards. I would probably cut the Firewall Exceed Dragon and try to incorporate that. I would have to cut another card, maybe.
And now looking at the field right here, I mean, you got Feral Imp, which you can return a Reptile monster from your deck to your hand. You got Zeus out, you got the Field Wipe, and then Spark Dragon. 1,000 life points, no card. You're like, yeah, his turn's coming up. But honestly, if I was your opponent, I probably would just surrender at this point because I'm not really seeing a way out of here. I say even it doesn't matter what you play because.
Oh wait, no, he does have cards. They just blended in with the background. Yeah, I went with the Zeus over the Lead Yoke just because with that I could actually get the effect of Zeus. I would have definitely chose the Feral Imps if I could have, but it just wasn't applicable at the time.
Right. I say like I mean, and you know Tri Brigade because when Master Duels came out, that was the one deck you gunned for was Tri Brigade. So you know what plays they need to make. You know what you can Zeus to stop the momentum. Like knowing and yeah, see they ended up surrendering because they couldn't do it. Like because you just countered everything they could do. But that's what I keep saying. What I've said through multiple videos. You need to have an understanding of what decks you're playing against. Like some decks you can't help it because people will make stuff up on the random. But all the meta decks you need to know how to play through because this is a very good example of a I'm not gonna say low tier deck, a mid tier deck at that. Against
like Drytron or like Tri Brigade every time, but you can steal games from them if you know where to play your cards. Like you were just saying, you got to know when you can drop that ash to be most effective.
And there you have it, guys. That is Trippy's Reptile Boxers. Honestly. Battlin Boxers in general, you like to see it, but with this Reptile engine, it's definitely a bit of a different beast. Like Trippy was saying earlier, it is a good rank 4. It's a very good rank 4 deck. You could, you can run it with multiple different ways. This is how Trippy decided to do it, and honestly, Trippy, you said there was a few cards you would want to take out and replace, but I mean, it still works.
Build it, play it, love it. That's all I gotta say.
Take it against your friends and, get them a little salty.
For cheap day, try it out.
Yeah.
Really, Battlin Boxers? That's my favorite phrase to hear.
Alright, with that all said, you guys, thank you so much for coming out, tuning in, and enjoying this video. If you are enjoying the video, make sure you like the video. Comment down below what you enjoy so much about the video, and if you enjoy the Battling Boxer just as much as Trippy does. And while you're here, you might as well subscribe. It's free, helps us out. You guys get notified when we upload the juiciest content to YouTube's. And with all that said, I'm Kami, he's Jack, along with Trippy. We're Team Toon Rose, you guys, and we will see you in the next video. Peace.
Take it easy.
See you.
I'ma blow up.
Man, with such a spicy deck profile, deck list, God, look at that.
Right.
Who made that shit? Oh, wait a minute.